Hello, this is Eric, not Bios, and this is an unsponsored video. Not sponsored by Finehous, which I actually purchased this on Amazon, or any other company. Nothing to do with XCEL, and nothing to do with, of course, isopropanol. So, what I'm actually going to be doing here is attaching these mats to my stairs. I'm only going to be showing a couple here. I'm going to have down to several of them. And I did one stair earlier in the day, and after about 4 hours, the consistency of the exposed material is about the consistency of a dried silicone. Mind you, it's 4 to 12 hours before it really has that working time where it's not to be moved, but it's basically safe to walk on, not a problem. In fact, it adheres to pretty good right away. And I like that it has actually the nose tread. These are non-slip. So if I show you the texture, you can see it's actually textured here. So this is for when my parents come over or in the winter. So these are supposed to last basically, well, a long time. I believe they claim lifetime or something like that, but these are supposed to last a good long time. They're made for high traffic areas, cold and hot. And then I actually never heard of this company before. And the mats itself recommended heavy duty construction adhesive. However, the problem is heavy duty construction adhesive usually is water resistant. So this is an adhesive sealant. So that's why I got this, but no one talks about this. I can't find any reviews about it. I can just find the company talk about it, and nobody talks about rubber mats. I believe this is nitrile, the material itself. And before you actually attach anything, you'll want to wipe the back side here. It's not advertised in normal stores because it's considered a professional type product. So this is something you might use in restaurants, being that it's food grade and everything else, and not normally seen at a consumer level. However, it costs more if you're willing to spend a little bit extra money. But if you want a job done right, wouldn't you want to spend a little bit extra money? I would. So first of all, use some rubbing alcohol. There's other stuff you can use, but rubbing alcohol is the best one to use, not too harsh. It'll take the oils off the rubber, and that's the very, very important part. So that goes for pretty much any rubber, because when it's molded, they normally have some sort of coating and such for preventing it from sticking to the mold. And you also want to remove any oils, because oils themselves depend on the type of rubber. This is nitrile, I believe. I tried to contact the manufacturer, and the manufacturer, well, they didn't answer. So for the manufacturer of the rubber mat, that is. So right now I'm actually setting up some floor treads, some floor mats, as you can see right here. So these here I'm actually bonding with this XCEL UBS. I actually never heard of the company before. I was just actually looking for materials that won't eat the rubber. And right now I'm just working on making my lines here so I can bond it to my stairs. My stairs are painted with outside paint, primered first. So they're all basically all ready, cleaned them. This stuff is almost like silicone, but it's like a MS polypolymer of some sort. Let's see if I can see. I'm not sure if we can see it here or not. MS polymer adhesive. And I'm gonna try to get enough coverage, but I don't want to get so much that splatters everywhere. So this one actually, these particular floor mats have a tread nose here. So I go in the corner first, which I did before the recording. And then I want to go across the nose here so I can actually get the adhesion. This stuff comes in gray, as you see here, white and a few other colors, I think red and a few other, as well as the clear, but the clear is more expensive. So far it's actually been working pretty good. It has high tact right away, so I can actually walk on it, not a problem. So after, what I want to do is I want to make sure it's all pushed even. Usually what I like to do is walk across little steps. Make sure all the air bubbles are out and get as much coverage as possible. I'm actually pushing the front nose to make sure it's flat. And if some comes creeping through, you'll have to try to clean that up if you want it to look nice. If it would have got white, it would have matched with the stairs and it wouldn't have been any sort of issue at all. So So now I'm going to go down to this stair down here you can't see and get this adhered to. So for the stair here, when there's a gap like this little crack here, it's a good idea to actually seal it first, because if you get water creep under there, you never know if there's going to end up rotting happening here. So this stuff to actually settle is pretty much 24 to 48 hours, and I believe it takes about a full week to cure completely. And it's like a rubbery, flexible compound. So just get your full coverage. You don't have to slop it in. Just enough to fill the hole, so your rubber mat's going to do the rest with your material on there. And if you make a bit of a mess, you can always get a paper towel to wipe it off. Isopropyl alcohol works great for paper towel, a cloth to clean off the surface. I actually cut this open already. The tip normally is sealed, and this actually screws on here, so you can actually punch a hole in it just right here into the tip, so that makes it nice and easy to use rather than having to find a long screwdriver to poke a hole. And it has actually threads on this tip here, so once you're done with it, you can actually just screw it on, reseal until you need it next time. So it's going to be now for my last floor mat. The particular mats I'm using here are from Finehous. I believe they're nitrile based, whatever you pronounce that. And so that's meant for high traffic. Okay, last mat. These are from actually Amazon. And I would have bought them from a store, but the stores around here don't stock mats that happen to be this particular size. This particular one is 10 inch by 34 wide. So before you push it in, make sure you line up with the stair where you want it lined up. A matching color to your stairs, of course, is the best idea when there's different color choices, or just get it clear and then you're in the safe. You're out in the clear, rather than having this stuff on your white stairs. And that's how easy it is. They're already tackful, and now I can actually even walk on it without any concern. Like I said, it'll take a while to dry, but within 48 hours, you should be able to run around and not have much of an issue. So I'm going to do a test strip now, using these like what you put around window trim and such. It's not a perfect surface, but this will also show you too if it actually bonds properly. So I'm going to put two different strips. One I'm going to be bonding for a day, and one for 2 days. Of course, first I want to see what happens when it's just touching and how it sticks. So just to give you an idea of how strong this stuff is. It's going to be in the basement where it's going to be drying, and that's not an ideal situation because outside would be better, but it's raining and the humidity is extremely high. So here's my XCEL product, which I used earlier to finish my last step. And what I'm going to do, at least in this case, is I'm going to put the bonding glue on here. Okay. So for this one down here, I'm going to push it down. And I want to see how well it tacks. I want to see how well this tacks right off the bat here. So right now it's not even slipping. Still, I could probably push it down a bit more. Okay. Of course, the fact it's holding up, I'm actually twisting it out of the groove here, so. Now, if I lift it, the thing that's actually making it partly come off, you can see that little groove there, is because, well, rubber bends. And it's not a flat surface to actually hold it up. But you can see this has quite a bit of tack to it. Do the same thing with this other one here. It's going to use basically the rest of the adhesive I have. So per floor mat that is 10 by 35, I recommend 1 tube of this per every. So every 2 mats, 1 tube. If you want proper coverage, and I want to make sure you got it fully covered in the corners and everything else. So today we're April 28th at 4:29 p.m. So tomorrow I'm going to come back close that time and check how it is after 24 hours and the one, so I'm going to have to label each one. So it is now April 29th, 4:37 p.m. So it's now time to remove the 29th one that was installed yesterday at 4:27. So let's see if I can do that without removing the other one. Holy crap. This... Okay. It bonds strong. It bonded strong enough to snap it apart, try and take it off. This still a little bit tacky though. So I guess we'll see how this shows up tomorrow. But yeah, strong bond on rubber. Let's see, I can probably stick it to the wall. Still tacky. I think I discovered one easy means of removal. Kind of a cheating way, because you want a solid surface for this, because I just noticed if you bend the rubber, it makes it easier to remove. So flat, solid surfaces, I'd recommend. So it is now May 1st, so it's actually been 3 days of this curing. And of course, as I found, flex actually makes it break easier, and so this situation is not perfect in the first place. But I want to see corner to corner if it holds on or comes off the wood. I'm just going to pull until it breaks off. So let's go this side here, film from here, so you can see the front and the back, and give it a good pull. Broke the wood. Okay. So yeah, this is, so the flex in the rubber helped it break off. So, and now it's no longer really tacky anymore. Let's see if I'll attach to my car. Oh no, it's still a little bit tacky. Can you catch that there? Okay. And for this part, if I step on it closer here to the edge, so it doesn't flex as much. Let's see how strong this is. So it broke some of the wood with it. Any links I have, there's no affiliate link. XCEL UBS, unsponsored. I'll leave a link to the UBS and the UBC directly to XCEL. And the products for XCEL are strictly more so used in a professional type setting. So you can actually find that product used generally, say in a commercial setting, a restaurant and such. So it does cost a bit more, but for peace of mind, to know that your product below shouldn't rot, as water should not penetrate whatsoever, since it's a waterproof, it's a sealer, that I think is worth the price of admission and then some. So this is Eric of Not Bauhaus Tech and Hardware, doing some construction work. So thank you for watching, and have yourselves a most wonderful day.
This is Not Bauhaus Tech and Hardware.